Hey everybody, John Vignacchi here, VP of Production for Disney Infinity, and right now we're going to take a look at the figures from the Twilight of the Republic playset for Disney Infinity 3.0. Of course, this is Star Wars that we're looking at here. So the two characters that are going to come with the starter pack be Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. For those of you that are interested, the Twilight of the Republic playset is an original story that's set during the episodes 1, 2, and 3 time frame, but also, of course, as you've got Ahsoka there in your hands, is also inspired by some of the events from the Clone Wars animated series. Now, one of the key things for us is that we wanted to have a strong female Jedi character inside of our starter pack, because we know that there's a lot of girls that play Disney Infinity, which is why Ahsoka was such a critical character for us to have in the game. And not only that, though, she dual wields lightsabers, which is totally awesome, and a much different experience than anything we've done in the past. So Anakin and Ahsoka will come with the starter pack, and this year our starter pack is actually going to be available at the lowest price point we've ever done, which is $64.99, at least over in the States. You'll have to check with your retailers of what the price is in your market, but the key thing is that we think we've got an incredible game, hopefully one of the family games of the year, and we've got great characters, great content, and we want to make sure that everyone can pick it up, so that's why we lowered the price point. And the figures themselves, we pride ourselves on making sure that they are high quality and incredibly collectible, and feature a lot of detail. One of the things that's interesting is people say, where do you guys get your inspiration for how these characters are supposed to be posed? And our big thing is that we want them to actually feel like they are alive, even when you look at them just sitting on your desk or sitting on your table at home. They're all in a state of anticipation, as if something is just about to happen. But if you kind of look at them and stare at them, you can definitely see they almost move. They almost seem to come alive. Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks. And he's got great detail too, like especially when you start looking at his lips. You can just see that we really work hard to try to make these great enough for that discerning Star Wars collector, that they would even want to pick these up even if they didn't have a chance to play the game. That if you're just a collector or a fan of Star Wars, that you'd love these figures. So Yoda is actually a blast in game, tons of fun to play with. If you remember, of course, the fight sequences that he was in from episodes 2 and 3, you will definitely be loving this character inside of Disney Infinity 3.0. And then here is Obi-Wan Kenobi, another character that's playable for the Twilight of the Republic playset. And Obi-Wan's a bit more of a defensive character in terms of his moves and abilities and his force powers. That figure, actually, we had a lot of different versions of, because one thing that people don't even realize is that you have to get these characters to fit inside of the packaging that we've created. And so originally we actually had a pose with him where his hand was back and his lightsaber was more out, but we ended up having to change it so it could fit in the packaging. And speaking of characters with difficult lightsabers to fit in their packaging, Darth Maul. I know, crazy, right? So Darth Maul is our playable villain from the Twilight of the Republic playset. And he is a ton of fun to play with inside of the game. And of course, his dual-bladed lightsaber makes its grand appearance in the playset and also on his figure. But it's kind of fun. I mean, when you look at the way that all their different, I guess it would be like his gi, and it kind of looks like how it's animated, how it's actually moving and floating. The team at Avalanche Software put a tremendous amount of work and effort into really making these come alive and pop. And we hope that people really enjoy them. So it's a quick look at the Darth Maul figure. Again, all these figures will be available at the launch of Disney Infinity 3.0 this fall. And thanks for watching.